China is embarking on another major infrastructure project. It has carte blanche to restore Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. Only China can do it. In this video, let us learn more about it. The Chinese are going to help the French rebuild Notre Dame Cathedral. The French mourned after Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris was destroyed by fire. French President Macron promised to rebuild Notre Dame within 5 years and solicit reconstruction plans from all over the world. This incident has also puzzled many netizens. Why are Chinese experts required to participate? There should be a big difference between Chinese architecture and scenery and Western architecture. Can Chinese restorers really successfully restore Notre Dame de Paris? China has developed very rapidly in recent years and has made outstanding achievements in many fields. For example, in the field of infrastructure construction, China's level has also been widely recognized internationally. China has built many very difficult buildings, such as the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, Beipanjiang Bridge, etc. When the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge was first built, few people thought that China could build the bridge on its own, but China did it and did it well. Therefore, many buildings with relatively high difficulty levels need to be constructed, and many people will think of China immediately. In addition to building modern buildings, the Chinese team is very capable. The Chinese team's ability to restore ancient buildings and cultural relics is also first-rate. Some time ago, the burning of Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris caused an uproar. Notre Dame de Paris is a Gothic Christian church located on the banks of the Seine River in the center of Paris, France. It was built in 1163 and officially completed in 1345. It lasted for more than 200 years and has a history of nearly 1,000 years. Notre Dame de Paris is one of the most valuable buildings in the world. It is an ancient building with very high historical value, cultural value, and architectural value. On the night of April 15, 2019, Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris caught fire, and it took 14 hours to put out the fire. Notre Dame de Paris also suffered some damage due to the fire. France also quickly launched discussions on the restoration of Notre Dame Cathedral. Recently, Chinese experts have been invited by France to participate in the restoration of Notre Dame de Paris. France also attaches great importance to this restoration work. In May of that year, the French National Assembly began to review the Notre Dame Cathedral Reconstruction Bill. Various countries and all walks of life have also actively donated money for the restoration of Notre Dame de Paris, with a total donation of nearly €1 billion, which is approximately equivalent to 7.7 billion yuan. And they also solicit reconstruction plans from all walks of life. In the end, the Heartbeat of Paris project proposed by Chinese architects in the United States won the championship. The organizers of the Notre Dame Cathedral Roofline Architectural Design Competition announced the results. From more than 200 works and more than 30,000 people from around the world. The winner was a design from China called Heartbeat of Paris. Two designers, Cai Ziyu and Li Sibei, are both from China. Cai Ziyu is from Hangzhou and graduated from Tsinghua University and Cornell University. Li Sibei is from Beijing and studied at Beijing University of Technology and Cornell University. Their work consists of 3 parts: the outer crystal roof, the time capsule suspended on the spire, and the urban kaleidoscope design inside the spire. Crystal roof. The new spire is composed of multifaceted mirrors based on the classic proportions and octagonal geometry. of the original violet-la-duc spire, which together with the mirrored roof gently reflect the beautiful cityscape of the Seine. At the same time, because the urban environment is constantly changing, this crystal roof will also take on a new look every moment. People will see the interweaving of cities in this romantic natural reflection. Since then, a strong connection has been established between architecture, city, and time. Time capsule, the most prominent part of the entire plan, is the time capsule device designed in the tower using magnetic levitation technology. Under the guidance of technology, the time capsule will rise and fall rhythmically, as if beating with the entire city of Paris, so it is called the heartbeat of Paris. This time capsule will be opened every half-century, and the magnetic levitation high-tech device leaves memories of the past and space for stories of the future. Urban kaleidoscope, the spire's internal reflections create an urban kaleidoscope with a floating time capsule at its center. Through the refraction of the tower glass, the rose window, the classic art of Notre Dame de Paris can also be reproduced. At the same time, there are 5 other plans that entered the finals. They are designers from the United States, Canada, Japan, and the United Kingdom. Japanese designers, floating forest plan. This plan uses large areas of green plants to resemble roofs and spires, highlighting the integration of nature and architecture. The scheme, titled Floating Forest, symbolizes revitalization and maintains an empty space, symbolizing the origins of Paris. American designers have come up with a temporary solution for Notre Dame de Paris, an inflatable fiberglass roof that acts as an inflatable roof during the day and recreates the roof via holographic projections at night. 2 design proposals from the UK were shortlisted, including a fountain proposal that combines water and light elements. Water symbolizes life and health, and light symbolizes brightness and future. It is a wish and beautiful vision for Notre Dame de Paris. In another scheme, a modern, minimalist rose surrounds the base of the spire, its materiality and geometry consistent with the original roof. The plan from a team of Canadian designers innovates the prototype of this Gothic church. The polished stainless steel silver spire on the facade looks majestic and elegant in the Paris sky. From these exquisite design drafts, netizens can deeply appreciate the charm of modern art design. The future new look of Notre Dame de Paris has attracted more and more attention and expectations. However, some industry experts said that a world cultural heritage with a long history like Notre Dame has extremely high requirements for authenticity, and every part of Notre Dame is engraved with its historical value to a certain extent. The French conservative newspaper Le Figaro has conducted a survey of nearly 40,000 people, but more than 70% of people are opposed to any modern-style reconstruction of Notre Dame. But the recreation of this traditional architecture is a manifestation of the progress of human civilization. On the one hand, the likelihood of Notre Dame's 100% recovery is extremely slim. On the other hand, many classic buildings in Paris are a combination of modern craftsmanship and classicism. For example, the Museum of Modern Art, which looks like a modern factory, the Georges Pompidou National Center for Art and Culture, and the Glass Pyramid of the Louvre. The current French President Macron has also made it clear that he has no objection to modern architectural styles, replacing the burned spire. At the same time, another fact about Notre Dame in Paris that people cannot avoid is that the Notre Dame Cathedral that has been burned down is not the building when Notre Dame was first built. It is clear that the reconstruction of Notre Dame has begun. Regardless of whether the heartbeat of Paris can be completed in Paris, Being able to stand out in this world-class competition is worthy of pride for every Chinese. On November 6, 2019, China and France signed a cooperation document in Beijing, and Chinese experts will participate in the restoration of Notre Dame de Paris. In fact, if Chinese restorers cannot restore Notre Dame, then there will be few people in the world who have this ability. China is a country with a very long history, and many historical relics have been destroyed before. For example, the Xiyang Fengzuan, a national treasure-level cultural relic, was blown into more than 20 pieces in a Japanese air raid, but Chinese restorers restored it to its original state. Therefore, China's ability to restore ancient artifacts is absolutely top-notch. This time France will invite the Chinese team to participate in this restoration, which is very reasonable. It is also a good thing for a Chinese team to participate in the restoration of such a world cultural heritage, which will greatly expand the depth of Sino-French cultural heritage cooperation. As a representative of Paris and even France, the restoration of Notre Dame is very difficult. After all, its style is very distinctive and has a profound historical heritage. Therefore, if you want to restore it, it will not only require a lot of funds, but also be a big technical problem. Although there are many countries with excellent infrastructure construction, there are very few countries like China with excellent modern infrastructure technology and rich experience in ancient buildings. It can be said that this is the only one. Therefore, it is actually the best choice to leave the restoration work to China, and only China is capable of doing it. Obviously, France is well aware of this. France once invited bids from all over the world, but there was no team that responded. After all, the restoration of this project not only requires modern technology, but also requires great attention to ancient buildings, so there are almost no qualified teams. Seeing that time is gradually passing, France can only take the initiative to ask China for help. China finally agreed to France's request, and both parties signed a document to officially start restoration work in 2020. This is also a manifestation of the gradual deepening of China-France friendship. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. See you next time.